Well, good morning. It's Travels with Dottie here. And I have no plan. It was a beautiful day. I hopped on my e-bike, and this is all being the voices after the fact here. I decided to do the whole trip. This is going for almost 40 minutes. I hardly said a word the whole time. I figured I would just relax. And right about here, I started formulating the plan. I'm going to go into Eagle Nest and I'm going to go down as many side roads and main roads as possible in the village. Now, I know I didn't get them all, but I got a lot of them. So if your thing is you want to see a comprehensive view of Eagle Nest, then this is going to be the video for you. Now, if you see someplace that you're interested in, like, cabins or RV parks, slow it down, freeze it, because every single place I went, I promise you, there's a sign there that says what it is, and often there'll be a phone number. Off to the right here, you can see some houses scattered. That is Bear Mountain Estates. They pretty much 1 acre lots with utilities that I think there's only one for sale in there. And a lot of lots have been sold, but nothing built on them because it's hard to find a contractor to build a house for you up in this neck of the woods in northern New Mexico. But the one I saw last year that sold pretty soon, that's the entrance right there to the right, that sold last year they were asking $50,000 for 1 acre, had a stunning vista view of the valley and the lake, and it's about $2,000 to actually make the final hookups for the utilities, water, sewer, and electric. I'll try to describe things as we go by and things that I know about. This is the Museum and Visitor Center on the right. I think they're doing Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Also, if you need some quick Wi-Fi, you can just pull in the parking lot. The Wi-Fi is free. It's on 24/7. I think you're going to be hearing background noise from the recording while I was riding and the recording I'm doing now, the voiceover, because I'm doing it in the middle of the village in the park. So I'm turning into here because this sort of tackle shop has also little cabins for rent, and I wanted to show you what those look like. And you'll get another look. I'm going to make a U-turn down here, and I'll come back up. There's a little bit better look at them. I don't know if you can tell from the footage. They're nice and clean, and they look pretty inviting. And there's not many people here. It's early in the season. We haven't even hit summer officially yet. And these are some cabins that have been vacant for years. I don't know exactly what the story is, but they're real rustic looking, but they're definitely not open or available. But they're pretty interesting looking. Yes, we are right in the middle of the village here. We're definitely in the village of Eagle Nest. Now, in front of this property is a restaurant, and it's a little bit of a mystery to me of the days and hours. I'm going to try to find out. I've never eaten there, but I want to. You'll notice I make real wide turns on the bike slowly because I don't want to fall. And sometimes I'll actually stop to turn around. And this is just the main part of the village. And this is a little place that has little cabins back here, and it's kind of tight, so you can see me struggle a little bit to get the bike through here. And I actually stop there and go real cautiously through here. And there I see an exit. Nice restaurant there. Burgers, sandwiches. And we're going to turn down the first side street here. There's the Eagle Nest Volunteer Fire Department. It's just my camera turning off. There's more of the fire department, EMS, ambulances. If you're interested, I have a whole video. It's an hour-long, to me, fascinating interview with the fire chief here. So this stretch this is gonna take a long time, where I'm actually just going through side streets in the less traveled parts of the village where permanent residents live. And I'm not going to have all that much commentary here, or probably no commentary that's worth anything, because we're not going by businesses, we're going by private residences, and I don't know anything about who lives here, just showing you what it looks like. And people must be pretty happy here, because I've noticed, as I've ridden my bike through these streets in years past, I've never seen a for sale sign or a for rent sign. So people that are here must tend to stay here. That's my guess. So if you're wondering where you are in the video, we're at almost the 10-minute mark, and it's about a 40-minute video. And just to let you know, there's no fascinating thing that happens towards the end or anything like that. It's just pretty much showing you what everything looks like in the village of Eagle Nest. in the beautiful surrounding countryside, and here in the heart of the Moreno Valley in northern New Mexico.
And Elsie. Hello,
If
Bobby.
you go straight, I think I'm headed north there. If you go straight north 30 miles, if you go a straight line, you will find yourself in Colorado.
Hi, puppy.
There really are no roads that I'm aware of that go from Eagle Nest
Good boy.
straight into
Good
Colorado.
alert.
The most direct one that I see is if you go over to Cimarron, go beyond Cimarron, catch Interstate 25 and go north. That'll get you into Colorado, and the most recognizable town off 25 in the beginning there, and well, not the beginning, but the first town I recognized looking at the map was Pueblo, Colorado. There's a couple of spots in here where you're going to hear me talk to dogs that are barking at me going by. And I just can't remember exactly where they were, but the first one I do remember was an Australian Shepherd, and he started one or two barks, and he's running along the fence, focused on me, and I said, "Hey, you're an Australian Shepherd," and he stopped barking. I guess he appreciated that I knew. Well, I knew because I used to have an Australian Shepherd. And I think this is a little repeat. I think we already went down this way, but I'm trying to wind my way back up to the center of the village here. Here we're back to asphalt. And we're back on Main Street, which is also New Mexico Highway 64. And I'm just taking a loop through this hotel. So I like the looks of it. Now, across the street with the red roof there, it looks like a hotel, but really there's a sign on the wall there that says Airbnb. So that's how you rent these, I think, these nice little cabins that I'm going to pass. See how neat these look? And I think they're all on Airbnb. And straight ahead is Angel's Attic, which is a thrift store that the prices reflect the name. It's a thrifty place to shop. So I'm going to backtrack a little bit. I want to take that side street back out that same direction I was going before. Just a different road. One over from where I was. You can see the park on the right there. And that's where I'm sitting right now. Well, I'm looking at the video and narrating it for you. And there's a little cabin place here. You know, I'm feeling a little guilty as I'm watching this, that the signs are going by pretty fast. So I'm going to take the time to put up on the screen what you're looking at and what the contact information is. The lazy part of me doesn't like that, but I think it'd be kind of mean to do a video like this and say, well, look at the sign if you want to know where I am, and if you can't see the whole sign or it goes by too fast. That doesn't seem fair. We just went by the community center. We'll go by this way again, because if I'm right, what we're doing here is I'm riding, I'm looking and I say, boy, this paved road goes out really far. And then at about this point, I decided, well, you know what? I'm going to go the whole way, see what's out here. I've never gone all the way out to the end of this road. So I decided I'm going to do that. I don't know if you can see it, but to the left there's another highway that runs parallel, and that's one that goes up to Red River, which I'll take you to Red River. It's a pretty interesting place. And it's definitely part of the Enchanted Circle. And I'll teach you more about what that means in future videos. I didn't measure how far out this is, but it was at least a couple of miles to the end of this. But let me tell you something. It was a beautiful day, and it's about 70 degrees. So it couldn't be more pleasant of a bike ride. One of the joys of this lifestyle, being retired and going to beautiful places like this. I got up this morning and I did have something to do at 7 o'clock, but after that I had nothing to do and no plans. And that's most days for me. And I decide on the cuff, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? Will I just stay home? Will I get on the bike and go? And a lot of days here in Eagle Nest, I get on the bike and go, or get in the car and go somewhere. I know there's not much out here to see, but it was fun doing this ride. And I'm kind of going uphill now, and you can't tell from the video, but it gets pretty exciting when I turn around and realize it's like 2 miles of downhill. And what I do is I cranked up the pedal assist all the way and pedaled as fast as I could. And, well, you'll see after I turn around. I think you're going to be able to tell the difference. You can see that car, those cars. Those are cars heading up to Red River. And this road actually goes into that road. The end here, it makes a 90-degree turn and meets up with that road. And I think up here at the end on the right is like a landfill kind of place. or recycling center. I'm not sure which. There's big fences and there's restricted access to it right here. And this is where I'm going to turn around and start heading downhill. I changed my mind and went a little further going, I want a nice, safe, wide U-turn. So it is kind of hard to tell that I'm going a lot faster, but usually my average speed, the top speed that you see, except for this stretch in all the video, would be 20 miles an hour. And the average speed is more like 14 or 15. But down here, I got it up to 30 miles an hour going downhill with pedal assist, pedaling as fast as I could. Let me tell you, I could tell the difference being on this seat. It was kind of fun, but not the smartest thing I've done in a while. I mean, it's a nice smooth road. You go, what could go wrong? Well, you could blow out a tire. That's what could happen. And if you're not prepared for that, a blown tire can get you into a dangerous spill. And 30 miles an hour is no good. I can't remember the exact stretch where I got to 30. I think it's right around here. And I backed off pretty soon because it was thrilling and scared me, both. But if you're wondering what I'm riding, it's the company is out of Phoenix. It's called Electric, not with an E, started with an L, Electric e-bikes. And when they started their company, I bought their first model many years ago, at least 5 years ago. I can't remember the year, but I ended up replacing it only because as the years went by, the model I had, it folds, and it was great, only it was pretty heavy with the battery. It was about 70 pounds or so. And I was really, as I'm aging, it's harder and harder. And I was having hip problems before I got a hip replacement. So I gave it away and bought the light model, which without the battery in it is only about 40 some odd pounds. It's very easy for me to fold up and put in the back of my truck. So I got more use out of it, and it's a lot more convenient for me. And I'm a big fan. It was with tax about $800, which if you shop for e-bikes is a pretty good price. You can I think you go to Walmart and buy one for a couple $100, but you can go lots of other places and pay $5,000 plus for one. I'm just pulling up here showing you this is the community center, coming back the other way. And we are more than halfway home in terms of the length of the video. We're at 25 minutes, and it's right at 39, so it's about 14 more minutes, not too much. So if you've hung in there this long, There's that hotel I said I liked that I went through the parking lot right in front of me there. And as promised, I'm going to get in and put information on the screen. That was the Gold Pan. That was the place where I said they're doing it through Airbnb. So there's no need to put anything up on that one. So the little cabins were, and that did you see a Bob's Big Boy there? That was Eagle Nest Cafe, and sadly, they are not going to be open this year. So this is a busy place, so I had to do a little dodging here to get in. This is the Valero, and there's a little tiny convenience store associated with that. And the post office is in the same building here. I wanted to show you that. There's the post office straight ahead, and to the right is the is going to be the little grocery place. There's not much stuff, and it's pretty expensive, but it's the only game in town right in Eagle Nest. Otherwise, you gotta, go about 11 miles up to Red River, or you can go 9 miles straight down this road I'm going now to Angel Nest, and that's my choice is to go to Angel Nest because it's got great little Lowe's market there, and $2 stores, a Dollar General, and a Family Dollar, right across the street from each other. So you see we're kind of on the outskirts here, but I can't do a tour of the village of Eagle Nest without including my friends at Golden Eagle RV Resort. Sort of the opposite end of town of where I'm staying at Weathers RV Park. And Golden Eagle RV Resort, very easy to find, just Golden Eagle RV, Eagle Nest, New Mexico, and you'll get their website and you can make reservations and everything. But it's a highly acclaimed place. I've talked to dozens and dozens of people that have stayed there, and they've got quite a loyal summer following. Lots of people come and they get their site for the whole summer. And it's often during July and August. It's hard to get reservations here. But I'll just go through here, and they have kind of an iconic sign that I wanted to pedal up to here, this wooden one right there. And I'll go through a loop. Lots of social activities if you stay in this park. They have movie nights. They have all sorts of activities. There's a farmer's market every Friday, and that's starting on the 27th of June this year. There's a little kind of bakery shop in the office. In the office, they have, it's a little gift shop, but most importantly, there's a little tiny section of RV supplies. But don't let that fool you, because the owner, Nathan, is a certified RV tech, and he does RV repair work. So he's got a whole storeroom full of stuff. So if you don't see what you want, you ask them at the counter for what you want. And every time I've done it, he said, yeah, I got that. And he'd go out back, and he'd come back and bring me and sell me whatever it was I was looking for. So I'm just trying to sneak through here. It's to the right there is the shop that I'm talking about. Right there. So we're at 30 minutes now, so there's only 9 minutes and 30 seconds left. do have to be especially careful on the road here because people tend to be going pretty fast before they get into the village. The village speed limit is 30 miles an hour. And a lot of people don't slow down to that until they get actually into the village. So you got to be careful on a bike here. Now, you probably know there's a state, New Mexico State Park here, Eagle Nest Lake State Park. And that's a couple miles if you go opposite the direction I'm going and go about 2 miles, and it sort of hugs the road hugs the lake a little bit. And on that end of the lake is Eagle Nest Lake State Park. And in the past, they've only had what they call primitive camping, but they've got a whole section now where they've put in utilities, and they're still working on it. It's been closed. It was closed all last summer. It's closed now, and I went by and looked at it the other day, and it looked like they were still really doing a lot of construction work. But someone in the comments said they heard they're planning on being open in July, and at least she said there are people that she knows that have valid reservations in July. So we'll see. And this is the Laguna Vista Lodge. That is the hotel that I said I think I liked 3 times, where I went through the parking lot, the big 2-story one. And this building is part of that property, and the saloon is a wonderful place right here on the right to get a drink, and certainly to have something to eat. And they have both indoor and outdoor. The outdoor is right through there. It's called the Stage. It's pretty nice. There's a gift shop right next to it. And I think that's all part of the Laguna Vista restaurant and lodge there. So here's the RV park that really is right in the center of town. And I'm just going to ride through it. You see sites there on the left, but there are a bunch of them down here with a few of them with really gorgeous views of the lake. You see the lake in the distance there? And we have sites on either side of this little roadway. And as we go, you're going to see that there's sites that have primo sites that have that view of the lake, and I assume they're probably empty because they're probably premiumly priced. That's my guess. I don't know. There's another little loop here I'm going to take you through. But if you really want to be in an RV park that, you can walk out of your trailer or RV and right into the center of town, go out to dinner, etc. This is the one. Either the place I'm at or Weathers RV Park or the Golden Eagle, you'd either have to take a bike or drive or love to walk. Hey, look, there's the FedEx guy. This is kind of it looks like it's an old abandoned gas station. It's always fascinated me. And this place definitely is not open. Don't pull in here for gas or for ice. It's not going to happen. The other interesting thing here is look on the right. I'm going to turn the bike towards it. An old-fashioned telephone booth, and there is a phone in there that I've never been curious enough to stop and see if there's a dial tone or not. But it looks like it could actually function. I'm waiting for. We are almost at the end, only about 3 minutes left here. Just the last little strip of the village here that I didn't get to before. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drive gingerly and slowly down the sidewalk. Ever alert for any pedestrians, just so I can show you what it's like to walk down the sidewalk. You're passing a little ice cream parlor there and this wonderful restaurant on the right. Up here on the right, there's a little kitchen shop. And a Thai restaurant. Really good Thai food. And that all is going to be right up here in this little stretch. You can't really see the signs too well, but the kitchen shop is on the right here, right there. And the Thai restaurant is right there where it says open. And there are people out there sitting on the deck eating Thai food. And it's good Thai food. Trust me. I had the pad Thai. It was pretty good. So now, as promised, I'm going to be heading into the park here, which they have events here all summer long at the park, outdoor concerts and farmers markets and green chili cheeseburger contests. There's a lot going on here in the summer, but I like going to this covered place. And right now, this is where I'm sitting and doing the voiceover. And this gives you a view of the back of the park. It's very nice, isn't it? And I'm about to sit down and turn the camera around and do my closing.
Well, hey, that was a comprehensive road tour of Eagle Nest, the whole village. I probably missed a couple of streets, but not that many. And I haven't decided. I didn't say anything, so if you hear me talking, it's going to be in post-production. Well, I'll do a voiceover. I haven't decided whether I'm going to do that. Maybe music, maybe both. I don't know, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. I'm going to hang out in this enchanted park in Eagle Nest, New Mexico.